Draft for Week 8 of the LCC, Bandle City versus Targon. Turn the music down just a little bit. Alright, Shen. Okay, the one thing that I didn't talk about up to this point is the patch that we are on. We are on a new patch, which means not only are there champion changes, but this is 15.9, I believe, or 25.9. I don't know which one they named it. Might be 25.9. It's a new map. This is Ionia map, I believe. Spirit Blossom map. So there are. Which games am I looking forward to the most? I mean, we only have two, so I'm gonna savor both of them. I think that Targon is a slight favorite here, and I think that Noxus is a slight favorite in the evening game. But I was talking about this today. I don't think that they're like 80-20. I don't think the odds are 4-1 at all. I think they're very close. You know, we're having the discussion. It's probably 60-40 for these matchups. So yeah, I think the storyline here is, can Targon bounce back? Because they have looked excellent in their wins, and in their losses they have looked abysmal. And I would like to see them look consistently excellent. So we'll have to, yeah, see what happens here. Bandle City, on the other hand, they are slowly improving. Their floor is rising every single week. But I still think that they want to be achieving more than just their bare minimum. And, yeah, I think with Scion, with Alawi banned, Matt he might need to rely on another pick, and I know he likes to pick late in the draft as well, which means that they might be able to ban out more of his things. Did I miss Gambit? No, we will do the prediction after the draft, before the game, during that lull. Okay, Xinjiao selected for Gemzy, I believe. Bandle City picks this one up. It's probably a jungle pick. It's been one of his most proficient jungle picks. And it is very skirmish heavy, something that they like to fight with. Shyvana here. Very interesting. We'll have to see how the objective changes alter the Shyvana prevalence. I think that with there being one less spawn of Void Grubs, it could be one less thing that Shyvana has to sacrifice, so that could be good. It also might mean it's more impactful, so you really want to be able to fight it, which means it could be bad. But the Zeri, which is the first repeat pick for Crispy, this is week 9, and up until this point, Crispy has had 8 unique champions, and this will be his first repeat champion, Zeri. It's actually a champion that he did not win on. Jinx is selected here for Bandle City. This will probably be for Miso, but honestly, with Bandle City, you never are too certain. They can kind of put anything anywhere, although I do expect this to be in the carry position by Miso. Miso has played Jinx the past 2 weeks, and they are, over the past 3 years of watching him, I really truly believe they've been 2 of his best games. So I'm hopeful as a spectator that we're able to see him continue to perform highly. The Ahri is locked in here for Bandle City as well. This with Xinjiao and Ahri, this is going to secure their early mid game fighting, and with the Jinx, that should secure their late game. You never finished explaining the map changes. Do you want to finish that after pick ban? To be honest, I am not a complete expert on the map changes. We're going to be learning this together. Just like we're going to be learning how powerful Yuumi Zeri is together. No, I mean, essentially, Otacon has changed. He has gotten stronger, and his buff is now stronger. Herald has changed. It spawns a minute earlier. There have been boots changes. There have been a lot of changes. It's probably going to be a little bit too much for me to completely cover. And also, it happened yesterday, so I personally have not even played a game on the new map. So we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna be exploring this together. Map is now very pretty. That at least is something I can enjoy, because I was watching the VODs back from last year, and the VODs look so bright compared to this season's VODs. Like, it's interesting how quickly we got used to the gray map. So I'm excited to go back to a little bit more colorful map. All right, Lulu is banned out. Jax is banned out. So they're targeting top laners here. This will be, if Cho'Gath is being hovered, but if it's locked in, this is going to be 4 top bans. And the misban is a Malphite ban for just for you, Bassoon. I got you, bud. It is a confirmed Malphite ban, so the Rock will not take part. And I think that banning out top laners is wise, because the Vigar. This is too much scaling for Targon. Zeri, Vigar, Shyvana, it's too much. They're really putting all of their eggs in the late game basket. I don't like this. Now, they're playing in a Bandle City. Bandle City has struggled this season at points. And so it could be a case where they're able to take advantage of a team and just go all late game and then just have the stronger late game. But traditionally, this team is very weak very early on. They shouldn't be able to get their dragon stacking. They shouldn't be able to contest for Herald. And we see Pantheon and then Set locked in. I thought 90% sure that that was going to be a Pantheon top, but it is a Pantheon support and Set top. Targon has to answer. What will they play into Set? Set has some clear matchup weaknesses. Volibear is one that Chaffles has taken time and time again, and so he'll gladly play these different. Okay, guys, we're in game. Week 9 of the LCC. Pings from Targon going down to mid. We've seen a lot of 5-point defenses here, and it looks like there's a chance that both of these teams are going to have a level 1 brought in. Marauder is the best in skin. Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, and here's their level 1 here. Different strategies, but not spot out yet. Everybody has the right items, something we love to see. Regimen could be in trouble if Dan is able to find something here. It could be a flash W onto it. The W is going to land. Follow-up charm will be there in first blood. Going over to the Buckaroos. Honestly, that you love to see that. The one character that you want to get into late game as quick as possible on your team picks up first blood. You get assists on everybody else. Oh, that is what the Buckaroos needed. That's what he gets for playing Yuumi. I mean, it's his fault. Alright, wards down, by the way. The Buckaroos get that warded. So they will know that Aztec is not starting his blue buff. So it is going to be junglers taking different paths here.
Only look at me.
Sorelia's going to land a nice little charm here onto Minty. It's an engage here from Dan onto Crispy, but Crispy and Reganon able to answer some of this damage right back. Oh, a nice... I don't even know what Yumi's spells are. Prowling Projectile. Alright, well, a nice Prowling Projectile onto Dan. Able to actually trade some back. We'll have to see the proficiency. I mean, it's always, I think this is like a seventh different champion for Reganon, so definitely a lot of different things. Alright, so we are leveling up. Looks like our junglers are clearing over. Aztec is on a slightly quicker jungle path, and actually, yeah, that he did not kill that last mini raptor, so it will not despawn. Jaffles with a good trade there onto Matt. Matt trying to get the damage out of the W instead of blocking any of the incoming damage. And so he actually does lose that trade there on the back of it, but Set known to have some pretty decent healing as well. Here's another prowling projectile. That one will miss. So we see Crispy is healed up again here. Matt and Chaffle's looking to trade onto each other, but another engage. The exhaust is going to go down, and they might just look for the full turn and burn onto Dan. Miso and Dan, both of them burned quite low, and Crispy honestly fairly healthy here. So Targon definitely winning that trade, and very happy
Bang, bang, bang.
to be in the position that they're in. Cerelius landing a nice charm at the end of a trade here. Will be stuck in the box, but we'll just wait for it to expire. Things go back to the way they were. We haven't been able to actually watch much of top lane, but I do feel like the Chaffles versus Matt story, again, we should return back to that because this is very exciting. Chaffles has been a huge, last week on the Aurelia looked great. Miso a flash forced out here. Prowling projectile just misses. Crispy and Oreganon have fully turned the tide of this bot lane. They're winning this bot lane now. I mean, Miso is so low here.
No, you don't.
The level up there probably will save him. Matt on a faked recall here is going to wait for the cooldowns to come through. There's the shield for Chaffle. Shield should go down quickly. And here's the engage. It's in. The exhaust goes down. The flash from both of them, but it will just miss. And now Aztec is here to try and turn this around. Chaffle's very low, almost about to go down, but it's Matt that drops. And it's a kill back from Targon, and so they begin to turn things around as Matt will die. And Chaffles will expertly bait out that kill for his jungler. So a really nice play, and this is what we wanted to see out of the top laners, was the tight tension. We know that Dan is going to engage a lot bot side, so we have to look bot as well. But Matt and Chaffle's known to play on low health. So yeah, it was always going to be aggressive. Engage here from Crispy over the wall. Try and find something. The traps go down, and so Miso and Dan will force the flash out of Crispy here. And the heal came out from Oreganon as well. So a couple of summoner spells used here on this engage, and things are going to even out a bit. It looks like first dragon here is going to be secured by Targon. They do have the advantages both in bot and the jungle prio. We see Gemzy returning topside. Let's take a look mid. See how mid lane is going. It does look like Cerelius is up slightly. Up about should be 12 at the end of this. Yep. So that might come back. Chaffles with a really nice trade in onto Matt. Matt unable again to block any of that damage with a shield. Instead, just trying to go for the crit damage and just barely missing. So Chaffles is winning a lot of these trades. And also, Matt has Ignite top lane, and Chaffles has the teleport. So Matt with the fighting spell for lane, he's really going to want to try and be taking advantage of this as much as he can here in the lane phase. All right, pings down onto Gemzy. Gemzy and Cerelius wanting to take advantage of this topside, but it's not going the way that they would hope, as Matt is down about 16 CS here, and a kill, or an assist, and already having given over a death. He's down in XP as well. So Yeah, this is not quite going the way, but here he is on the reset, and Gemsy is here. Now, this is warded, and Aztec is on the way. We'll see if they're able to burn him out. No flash for Chaffles. He does have the ultimate, though, and he will end up using it, and because he commits the ultimate, he gets that Stormbringer out, and yeah, he will escape there. So no ulti, or no flash used, no flash 2 used, but he does use his ultimate and get out, so... A nice gank there from Gemsy, I think. But they committed a lot topside to try and get that kill. They don't end up getting it, and so Aztec is now here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what's gonna happen with this Void Grub spawn in a couple of seconds. Looks like we see level 6s starting to ring in here. Both junglers have level 6. Couple of resets going down. Take a look at Vigar while we have a second. 43 Vigar stacks. Alright, Cerelius is here early. Minty is here. There goes the box, and it is going to catch up Cerelius. They all in onto the Ahri, and Ahri will drop basically instantly. That was a lot of damage coming out. A flash onto Gemsy, and that will be another secured kill. So the kills go over to Aztec and Minty, and they get a 2-for-0 on that fight. Cerelius getting caught out. He had flash, he had Spirit Rush, but he still gets caught by the box. And Targon will not wait twice. They will secure that kill and take the objective afterwards. So just under a 2k gold lead here for the Targon Titans. Nice advantages lining up for this team. Alright, we need to reassess what is actually capable of happening here. Let's take a look at the gold here, where we've gotten, because we do have some pretty sizable leads. It is about just over 800 gold in top lane. Mid lane is even, but slightly ahead for Minty. It's about 800 gold for jungle as well. And then bot lane, fairly even, but a slight lead for Crispy. So he is down the kill, but he's up about 22 CS at this point. So yeah, that is not looking good for Bandle City, but they're certainly not out of it here. 2k gold lead is nothing that is completely insurmountable, but when the scaling team has the early gold lead, it's never something that you're really excited for. Cerelius is here in the box, and they are going to just fully commit here onto the Ahri. That's exhaust down, and he doesn't even blow Spirit Rush there. He is going to get caught out as a great box from Minty in order to secure the kill, and they commit the roam over, and he will die. So that is a second death here for Cerelius in the mid lane. Crispy with his 52nd kill of the league. Alright, 10.5 minutes here. It's going to be a flash ulti from Matt, instantly respected. And so Chaffles has to ult, Matt flash ult. And so Chaffles gets a free flash use there, and he's up 30 CS. That's, I think that's definitely a win for Chaffles. He's got the flash advantage now. Again, this is a lane where he's got teleport. He's got a scaling, Rod of Ages. He's not trying to win the lane necessarily, but it is a counter pick, and he is definitely punishing Matt here in the lane phase. All right, this is second dragon of the map. It is Ocean Dragon, and it looks like 4 are committed here. Gemsy might look for a steal. Aztec will secure it. It's 1-4 in kills here, and I believe that is the feats of strength going over to the Targon Titans. So now it's only Minty with the tier 2 boots, so he's the only one benefiting at this moment, but definitely definitely a decent sized advantage. I actually wonder, and I expect the answer is no, but Oregano will probably not benefit from Yumi probably doesn't benefit at all from the feats of strength. Something I've not considered until this moment is that Yumi, because you don't need boots, yeah, just straight up doesn't benefit from feats of strength. Svagar stack on epic monsters. Guess we can read how his passive works. Maybe? Looks like it's champions and minions. I would assume monsters do as well. It's probably in his abilities. Chaffles with a flash out. Gemsy with a flash forward. When becomes lightning is there. But here comes Aztec as the showstopper comes through. And it will be the end of Chaffle's show as a shutdown goes over. And it is collected. And now Aztec is in too far. And this is what the Buckaroos needed. Another shutdown landing. And the Buckaroos bounce back. They find two. They almost even up the kills. And yeah, this game was on the verge of getting out of hand, and that is a big time play and a big time moment from the Buckaroos. Gotta read his Q. I mean, we can, sure. His Q. Kills an enemy with his Q. Then he gains it.
Turret plating will soon fall. Let's run.
Large minions and large monsters grant 3 stacks. There we go. I thought it was 5. We're so back. The Buckaroos are so back. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Gemsy with a big gank here, but it's on a ward. Aztec is here. They're going to look for the engage just straight onto Gemsy instead. Wind becomes lightning onto the Scuttle Crab, but it's not going to get him out as he hits into the wall. And Phenomenal Evil will just, take him down. So even through Eclipse Shield, not enough to actually survive it. Cerelius potentially caught out here. Might have to expend ultimates, and the cage is going to catch him again. There's Flash out as they dive in. Stormbringer to turn off the tower. It will work for a handful of seconds, but he ends up getting out. Dan flies in. And it's right as Targon backs off. Alright, this is left. Let's check out Matt topside. Matt was able to get multiple waves here topside. So, wow, he's done a lot to even up this CS score. And let's check out the actual gold lead here. It done a lot to even out this gold lead. It's 200 top, 400 mid, 700 mid, 400 jungle, 700 bot. Yeah, so it's a little bit more spread out here. Still about 2k gold for Targon, but yeah, a little bit more spread. Ooh, and there's those roses are still good. I would still want to get those if I could. Level 9 Aztec is here, but Cerelius, he was going for a deep ward and he happened to just walk into him. Dan with the dive in, and that is going to be ultimate out. Box goes down, so there's no box for this fight. And Cerelius with the Spirit Rush in knows that this is the moment. Matt is on the side of the fight, though, and Crispy is there. So already, Aztec is down on the side. And the Buckaroos are winning the right side of the fight, but they will not win it on the left as Matt is collected. And so it is 3 for 3 up here. Miso is completely alone bot side. The charm just misses. It's ultimate out from Crispy. And already Gemsy is burnt down. Dan will be the next. It's a double kill going over to Crispy and Targon. Cerelius now on the run. There's no Spear Rush, no Flash. But he will escape the charm. Just missing again. And the Prowling Projectile also goes just wide. So Bandle City at least able to pull Targon away from the Herald, but yeah, Targon absolutely winning that fight, and Crispy sitting now at 4-0-1 on the Zeri. 2 levels down, though. That is one of the disadvantages of the Yuumi, is the constant XP sharing. So 2 levels down. Miso up to level 10, so a level over. We'll have to see if Cerelius is able to do anything here. Charm landed. Summoner Spell Heal out from Oreganon. Miso is here on the side as well. It's a flash in and a flash out from Crispy. And so that is just the respect being shown. Gemsy here trying to find the fight. Crispy here on the side landing the shock over the wall. I should know the name of that ability. Yeah, the Ultra Shock Laser. I was right. It is a shock. I knew it. Yeah, the fact that that lands over the wall onto Cerelius, that really dissuades Vandal City from continuing to fight. This is third dragon, which is kind of ideal for Shyvana. We can check stacks really quickly. 135 stacks on Veigar. And it looks like, yeah, Gemsy is topside, but he's... Yeah, Herald is already taken, so... basically every objective has gone over. Actually, not basically, actually every objective has gone over to Aztec. Aztec putting on a show on how to control the objectives this game. 2-2-2 scoreline, not the most impressive scoreline, but he's found kills and ganks, and he has every single neutral objective for his team. Targon with good control over these so far. Alright, bit of time holding mid here while Crispy gets it back in. And when I say Crispy, I mean Crispy and Oreganon. Oreganon with the Ardent Sensor secured. So he's going to be adding damage to his carry consistently. Should be stomping Xin in the clear. Yeah, it's he's up a little bit, but maybe not up as much as you would expect. But both junglers committing to trying to get as much free gold as they can. And we'll have to see what the next... Let's check out the objectives. Yeah, I mean, Otacon is in a minute. That could be a pretty big fight, but I'm not sure if we're going to see the 20-minute brawl for it. It's only 5 to 8 kills, so there's not as much gold in the game as you would see in a traditional solo queue game. So these players might not know exactly how much damage they actually do at this point. That's one thing that you can see is that they might be used to having 2 less levels, but 1,500 more gold or something. So something that can definitely happen. Chaffles is going to look for a nice trade, is able to land the W, but Dan is here on the engage, the flash out, and the Stormbringer, but he was slowed. So once they got that flash, they instantly turned. They're happy to get the flash for the Pantheon ulti. And Targon might just be waiting here. Otacon is going to spawn top. They do salve 4 towards the top side. Minty's the only one down here in bot lane. But I don't think that Targon is completely committed to taking this fight on the Otacon. Cerelius is going to look for a play here, though. Gemsy is on a ward. Cerelius wants to try and find the moment. Dash in, Wind becomes lightning, the Spirit Rush, and they will find with a nice gank. It's teleported in from Chaffles. Can he find anything in return? Meanwhile, Aztec, Crispy, and Oreganon will commit towards the top side. But Dan is here, Matt is here, and Miso is here, and Cerelius still has teleport. So if Chaffles wants to show up, he has to back and go there now. Instead, they will not actually sniff it out, and it is just objective secured. So another objective secured here. Aztec happy to collect another for his team. I'm not sure what those stats would quite look like, but a nice charm here from Cerelius. Forces out a tower shot. Yeah, this could be an interesting moment to actually talk about what the heck does that buff do. It turns your petals into spirit petals. They give more XP and adaptive force. It's got 31. He's got 13, which is 11. Okay. All right, not completely sure what the difference is, but yeah, they give more. The petals give more, basically. Makes them more valuable. Oh, that's right, the explosions on kills. Okay, Aztec is in here. This is going to be mid-tower, and Gemsy is too far forward. Gemsy will just die instantly at the start of this fight. Cerelius is on the side, but he can't actually get in. Minty is behind. Chaffles is behind as well. But Aztec, Crispy, and Oreganon are diving forward. The showstopper out onto Crispy. The instant flash away. Aztec might actually drop here, though, and he will die. the dash forward, but the massive chunk of damage comes through, and that is a 3-for-1 as the Targon Titans sweep through that team fight. They were never able to really set it up were the Buckaroos, and Targon takes massive advantage. It's going to be mid tier 2 and tier 3 towers, and they're going to hit onto the Nexus here, the new Spirit Blossomed Nexus, and pings now onto their Dragon Soul, and it's a 22.5-minute ping onto Soul, and this could absolutely be an opportunity as Gemsy will jump through, but it's in directly into the box. He will be chunked down. So Minty and Crispy with nice calls there. Nice vision. Miso's ultimate comes out just a little bit too early. Didn't know the Chaffles was going to reset there. If they commit to taking it as a team, it would have been good timing. But they want the Shyvana there, and why not? That is Soul Dragon, and it is about a 5k gold lead for the Targon Titans. Alright, Targon, we said in the pregame show they've looked bad in their losses but good in their wins. And this has been a game where early on they got a lead on a very heavily scaling comp. They've really committed to the scaling aspect of the game, but we're at about 23.5 minutes. We're at 2.5 items on most of our players, on all 3 of our carries for Targon. They have their Soul, they have their Otacon, they've gotten every objective in the game. They've only given over 1 tower. And yeah, aside from a couple misplays in some fights, a couple mispositionings, this has been a very, very good game for the Targon Titans. The Buckaroos came out with more of a scrappy strategy. They have not been able to actually win the skirmishes so far. And Crispy and Oregon are going to find damage here onto Dan. Gemsy potentially getting caught out here as well. The escape away, the Crescent Guard, it's damage here onto Crispy, but Gemsy is in alone. And it will be another kill being donated over to Crispy. Cerelius trying to back up his team. Dan only level 11, stuck here under tower, and he will go down along with the tower. Matt on the other side of the map trying to actually pick something up, but they're losing their base. We need to check this. Yeah, they're losing their base here. Matt is going to pick up that tower, which is big for his team. Targon is happy to just continue to suffocate the Buckaroos. Alright. Pings are down on a Baron. This should be a borderline uncontestable Baron. Look at all the vision. Cerelius is here, but he's truly the only one. He's not fed enough to be able to 1v4 this. He is trying, he's trying to be problematic. He's going to Spirit Rush forward, but it's just, yeah, they're just not actually able to find anything. Charm is going to land here, but Box will protect Aztec, and there's really no way for Bandle City to just dive through this box. So with that Vigar, they're very safe, very capable. Baron went on to all 5 members of the Targon Titans. And this is kind of the point of the game where we just have to watch a slow death now. 26 minutes in, 7k gold lead. It's yeah, it's more sad than exciting at this point. Targon have played so well. I mean, the early play by Chaffles and Aztec to kill Dan, and then Chaffles going up about 30 CS in lane. It was like 89 to 58. Crispy and Oregon played a great lane. Okay, it's all 5 here from Bandle City, and Minty does not have teleport, so he will not be showing up. Aztec is in mid lane, but I'm not sure. Chaffles, Crispy, and Oregon might just be able to kite this out. I also think that they might win the 3v5, if I'm being completely honest. That might be a little bit overzealous, but they are fairly fed, and Chaffles believes it as well, as it's a flash away, and Misa will have to escape. Aztec trying to 1v1. He's 2 levels up, They are just going to siege on this bot lane inhibitor tower. Tower will drop here, and they're on to the inhibitor. And meanwhile, Aztec and Minty are in the top lane. They're collecting the last one. Sorellis is going to touch the box there, and he will drop. And this is going to be they at least didn't make it slow. They did it pretty quickly for us. A lot of damage coming out. Big team fight win here for Targon, and some well-deserved kills being fed over. Dan will pick up one there at the end as well. As a victory, Targon Titans, 27 minutes. They very clean.